The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft. Envision yourself at the edge of the universe, gazing into the abyss where the fabric of reality unravels. Here, in the silent expanse of the cosmos, is the realm of H.P. Lovecraft's imagination, where deeply dreadful existential horror transcends mere frights and scares. Lovecraft's philosophy, known as cosmicism, invites introspection on our place in the cosmos, bringing us face to face with a representation of Carl Jung's concept of the shadow, but on an unimaginably large scale. In confronting Lovecraft's nightmarish entities, we're not just facing otherworldly beings, we're gazing directly into the shadow of existence itself. Welcome to Pondering Psyche, where we dive deep into psychology, philosophy, and big ideas that make you go, I'm your host, a doctoral candidate in depth psychology and comparative religion and mythology, here to guide you through the mind of H.P. Lovecraft and the philosophical depths of cosmicism through the psychological lens of Carl Gustav Jung. Why should cosmicism matter to you? Because within its eerie embrace lies a path to confronting our primal fears and the vastness of that which we do not know. It's about awakening to the grandeur and terror of the cosmos, challenging us to look beyond our anthropocentric worldview and stand in awe at the cold indifference of space and time. So come, let us wander together through the labyrinth of the unknown and discover what it means to be truly human in a universe that whispers of wondrous terrors yet to be understood. The origins of cosmic dread, Lovecraft's life and vision. The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of the infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. H.P. Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu, and other weird stories. Born in Providence, Rhode Island in 1890, H.P. Lovecraft's early years were marked by illness and familial mental health issues, culminating with the death of his father following a 5-year stay in a mental hospital. Filling the void created by his father's death, Lovecraft's grandfather nurtured the boy's early imagination, sparking within the young Lovecraft a deep affinity for classical literature and eerie tales. In light of the devastation of World War I, Lovecraft's interest in science, particularly organic chemistry and astronomy, pushed him to explore a new kind of terror that resonated with the rapid scientific advancements of his time. His philosophy of cosmicism, in which there is no recognizable divine presence such as a god in the universe, and that humans are particularly insignificant in the larger scheme of intergalactic existence, emerged from this worldview, blending the primal horrors of Gothic fiction with the unsettling implications of scientific discovery. In tales like The Color Out of Space, where a meteorite unleashes an otherworldly destructive force with the power to sap the life out of the land, or in his novella, At the Mountains of Madness, which is presented as a first-person scientific report, Lovecraft reveals that our greatest terror lies beyond the scope of human comprehension that science represents, reflecting humanity's vulnerability in the face of the vast, uncaring universe. Lovecraft fostered a complex relationship with his mother, exacerbating his sense of isolation, and later married businesswoman Sonia Green, moving in with her in her Brooklyn home. In time, a penniless Lovecraft eventually drifted apart from his wife, and he later returned to Providence, Rhode Island, where his declining health and despair left him believing that his work would fade into obscurity. He died in his home on 66 Prospect Street after a painful bout with cancer of the small intestine. Lovecraft and Jung, Cosmic Indifference in the Shadow Within. I have seen the dark universe yawning, where the black planets roll without aim, where they roll in their horror unheeded, without knowledge or luster or name. H.P. Lovecraft, Nemesis. At the heart of cosmicism lies a universe that is vast and indifferent to humanity's existence. In Lovecraft's stories, the cosmos is populated by ancient, indifferent beings whose very nature challenges our notion of purpose and significance. Carl Jung would likely find Lovecraft's cosmicism an intriguing framework for exploring the unconscious in the depths of the psyche. He might interpret the stark recognition of humanity's insignificance as a call to confront the illusions of the ego. In his view, this cosmic indifference might mirror the psychological process of individuation, where one seeks to reconcile conscious and unconscious aspects of the self, including the shadow. Jung would probably argue that Lovecraft's portrayal of a universe indifferent to human aspirations challenges us to acknowledge the fears and desires we hide. This confrontation, though terrifying, is essential for personal growth. The cosmic forces in Lovecraft's stories can represent archetypes that lie within the collective unconscious, revealing truths we often resist because they challenge societal norms and the familiar image we hold of ourselves. Jung might emphasize that exploring these dark truths is necessary for breaking free from collective illusions and embarking on a path toward a more integrated self. In this way, the shadowy cosmic entities can be seen as symbols of the darker aspects of the collective unconscious, embodying the primal fears that lie dormant within us. In the face of this cosmic indifference, the individual ego falters, revealing the fragility of human ideals. Lovecraft's cosmicism invites us to grapple with the stark reality that our personal significance is dwarfed by forces beyond our control or comprehension. As we explore this chilling universe, we're forced to confront the illusions we hold about the world and our sense of self. Fear of the unknown, confronting the self. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Carl Gustav Jung. Humanity's primal fear of the unknown becomes most palpable when we confront the vast, indifferent cosmos that Lovecraft envisioned. This fear reveals an existential dread that shakes our understanding of identity, purpose, and reality itself. Although no evidence exists that Carl Jung and H.P. Lovecraft met each other or communicated with each other, they were certainly contemporaries with one another. Both born in the late 1800s, so it is conceivable that they may have been familiar with each other's work. Carl Jung's concept of the self parallels this existential struggle that H.P. Lovecraft identified, offering insight into how our encounters with cosmic indifference can provoke a confrontation with the shadow in the unseen, hidden, darker aspects of our psyche. The cosmic entities and their disregard for humanity reveal illusions we cling to for comfort and security, forcing us to see the reality that lies beneath our constructed sense of self. To gaze into the unknown is to awaken a deeper awareness of our own fragility, offering a unique opportunity for personal growth. By making our inner darkness conscious, we can embrace an integrated self, emerging with a more profound understanding of ourselves in relation to the cosmos. Lovecraft's mythos and modern myth-making. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night. H.P. Lovecraft, Waking Up Screaming, Haunting Tales of Terror. The Cthulhu mythos, a shared fictional universe coined by Lovecraft's protege August Derleth, originated with H.P. Lovecraft's short story Dagon, published in 1919. The mythos derives its name from the pivotal short story The Call of Cthulhu, in which ancient cosmic beings known as the Great Old Ones loom over a humanity teetering on the brink of madness. Cthulhu, a large octopus-like being who lies in a death-like slumber beneath the Pacific Ocean, is the name of the greatest and oldest of these cosmic entities. Carl Jung believed myths served as vital narratives for the collective psyche, revealing our deepest fears and guiding individual and collective psychological development. For Jung, this mythic framework provides a necessary narrative to reconcile the depths of the unconscious and achieve psychological integration. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos, with its ancient beings and cosmic forces, embodies primal archetypes reflecting the shadow and the chaotic, untamed aspects of the unconscious. These ancient beings symbolize forces that transcend the limits of human understanding, embodying a universe not bound by concepts of good and evil. Despite the bleak horror found in Lovecraft's work, now more than ever we are reminded that these narratives guide us in confronting that which lies beyond our comprehension, while simultaneously uncovering the universe of mysteries that lie deep within us. The psychological lure of the Great Old Ones. Ocean is more ancient than the mountains and freighted with the memories and the dreams of time. H.P. Lovecraft, The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. H.P. Lovecraft's Great Old Ones captivate the imagination and stir a primal sense of dread. Their allure lies in their embodiment of the unknown. Carl Jung would see these terrifying figures as representations of archetypes deeply embedded in the collective unconscious. The Great Old Ones mirror the shadow, the darker and suppressed aspects of the psyche that we often struggle to integrate. By externalizing these primal fears through myth, Lovecraft creates a framework that allows us to reconcile with the unseen depths of the self, guiding us through a journey of psychological growth and individuation. Ego dissolution and rebirth. As human beings, our only sensible scale of values is one based on lessening the agony of existence. H.P. Lovecraft, Miscellaneous Writings. Lovecraft's cosmicism presents a chilling vision of an indifferent universe, one where humanity's significance is stripped away by the vastness of unfathomable forces. This portrayal challenges the ego's illusions of control and purpose, revealing the fragility of the self. When faced with Lovecraft's cosmic entities, our sense of stability disintegrates, making space for rebirth and a more authentic understanding of the self. In Jungian terms, this process mirrors individuation, where the ego must confront the shadow and integrate the unconscious. The dissolution of the ego occurs when cosmicism forces us to see ourselves against a backdrop of a terrifyingly uncaring cosmos. Yet this dissolution is not an end but a transformative step. By embracing this newfound authenticity, we can see how Lovecraft's cosmicism takes on a new meaning in light of Jung's concept of individuation. In this way, Lovecraft's journey through cosmic horror ultimately reveals a path to rebirth, providing an opportunity to transcend ego limitations and embrace a deeper, more integrated understanding of our unconscious, leading to a more authentic and aligned self. Cosmicism's relevance in self-discovery. Men of broader intellect know there is no sharp distinction betwixt the real and the unreal. H.P. Lovecraft, The Tomb and Other Tales. Ultimately, the enduring allure of Lovecraft's cosmic horror lies in its invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and integration. It urges us to consider how our beliefs and perceptions align with the vastness of the cosmos and to discover the transformative potential of embracing uncertainty and the depths within. By recognizing the universe's indifference, we gain a deeper understanding of our role within it, emerging with a more authentic and grounded sense of self. As we conclude our discussion of the convergence between Lovecraft's cosmicism and Jungian's archetypal psychology, remember that this understanding is just the beginning of unraveling the mysteries of the psyche. If today's journey into the cosmic shadow has sparked a flame of curiosity within you, let's keep that flame alive by clicking on this video for an introduction to the wisdom of the archetype of the Fool. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychological and philosophical content to improve your quality of life and unlock the mysteries of your inner world.